Good morning, Connect Point moms. I am glad to be here with you. Today we are talking about tattling. So there are probably 3 points that I will talk to you today about tattling because I've had so many moms come to me and say, what do I do when my children come and say, Mom, he's hitting me, or she's touching me, or she isn't picking up her toys, and it seems to be a problem that I want to address. Excuse me. So the very first thing is when someone comes to you, your child or a child that you're taking care of comes to you with a tattle, there's 2 questions you can ask. You can say, are you telling me to be helpful or hurtful? Or you can say, do you like it? So, hi, Courtney. And whether you say, depending on what the situation is, will depend on how you respond to that. So first, let me talk about being helpful or hurtful. We need to teach our children what it means to be helpful, how their behavior helps other people. And some people have said to me, but my child is 1, how am I going to teach them what helpful means? And I say it's the same thing as when we're teaching our children anything, whether we're teaching them colors or numbers or shapes, or that I'm mom and that's dad and this is Aunt Susie. Yay. So what you do is you just name it when you see it. So if you're changing baby's diaper and Johnny comes over and brings you a new diaper, you say, Johnny, you brought me a diaper so your baby brother could have a clean one. That was helpful. So you're just naming what he's doing. If you see your 2 kids are playing and one of them gives another one a truck, you say, you just gave your brother a truck so he could play too. That was helpful. If someone opens the door for you while you're walking in with groceries, you say, you held the door open so I could walk through. That was helpful. So you just name what they're doing and tell them that's helpful. It's the same way as if you would say, oh, look, this shirt I'm putting on you today is blue. Your pajamas are blue. This soap is blue. This stuffed animal is blue. And one day they look up and say, blue. And you're like, yes, you got it. So we have to teach them what being helpful is and what that means, so that whenever they come to you with a tattle and you say, are you telling me to be helpful or hurtful, they'll have some sense of what that means. You can also teach them what hurtful is by actually using those words. So if a child hits you, usually it doesn't hurt. Sometimes they do, like their little nails will catch you in your eye or what have you. But you want to make a great big explosion sound so they understand that their behavior has impact on you. So if they hit you, you say, ow, that's hurtful. You hit me, that's hurtful. Because I know that might seem like, duh, obviously they know, but really we are creating this culture of kid-led families and very self-centered children that they don't understand, or dare I say care, about how their behavior impacts other people. So we want to be able to teach that so they understand what I do does affect other people. It could be helpful or it could be hurtful. So that's number 1. You have to teach them the difference between helpful and hurtful. Number 2 is when they come to you and say, Mom, brother took my toy. Mom, he won't stop touching me. You ask, are you telling me to be helpful or hurtful? Now, they might say helpful, even if you're thinking, yeah, right, you're trying to get your brother in trouble. I don't know. But no matter what they say, if they say helpful or if they say hurtful, you're going to respond the same. You're going to say to them, well, in this family or in this school, in this classroom, in this whatever your situation is, we are going to be helpful. And so whether they say helpful or hurtful, you say, well, here we're going to be helpful, and this is what you can do. So if Johnny says, Billy took my toy, and he said, are you telling me to be helpful or hurtful? And he says helpful. You say, okay, here's what you say to Johnny. Johnny, I don't like when you take my toy, give it back. So you're going to give him the same words no matter what his response is, and we're just helping them see how they can be helpful and how their behavior impacts others. Another response, hi, Casey and Joanne. That's so awesome. I haven't seen you guys on my live stream in a while. Another response you can have is, did you like it? Which is so strange. And anytime I'm around other grown-ups and a kid comes in and says, you know, Johnny hit me, or Johnny took my toy, and I ask, did you like it? Their parents look at me like I have 3 heads. They're like, well, why? Well, obviously he didn't like it. That's why he's telling us. But the reason I ask that is to assess the child who was offended, if he's going to be passive, like, no, I didn't really like it. Like, that's why I'm coming to you, because I don't know how to handle it. Or if he's going to be aggressive, like, no, I didn't like it. Either of those you need to assess so that you can send them back to be helpful by saying, tell Johnny, I don't like it when you blank. Please do this instead. And then you have them say it back to you. Match your voice to mine. I don't like it when you hit me. Please use gentle touches, or please keep your hands off. I don't like it when you take my toys without asking. Please ask. So you give them the exact words, and you have to tell them how to say it. So if you say, model that, I don't like it when you blank, please do this instead. And then you say, tell me how you're going to tell Johnny that. And he goes, I don't like it when you say, oh, okay, match your voice to mine, take a deep breath. Let's try it again. Or if they go, I don't like it when you do that, then you know Johnny's just probably going to go blam, 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 because you could take advantage of this kid who's not being so assertive. So hopefully that was helpful for you all. First, we need to teach our kids the differences between helpful and hurtful by naming it every time we see it. Second, we need to ask them, are you telling me to be helpful or hurtful? Or you can say, did you like it? Just depending on the circumstance. And then you give them the exact words and the tone in which to say it to go back and solve their own problems. So hopefully this was helpful for you. And I really enjoyed all of you joining us this morning. And if you haven't yet visited my website, www. I guess I don't have to say all that, connectpointministries.com. And there is free resources for moms, so you'll get all these videos and some of my book recommendations. Also, I have an online class, so you can sign up for a free one of that. And I do, if you're in the Las Vegas area, I have a class this Saturday at Grace Point Church at 8:30 called Connection Creates Cooperation. So please stay connected with me. Let me know of anything that you need. And it was wonderful talking with you this morning. Have a great day.